Good morning, guys. It is Sunday morning and I am getting my coffee and I am making my breakfast and my lunches for the week. Now, this doesn't look like a whole lot, and it's not, because I only have a 2-day work week this week. So in here, my goal is to try to use up some of the stuff that we had from last week in the freezer and try not to buy a whole bunch of other stuff. So these are just 4 egg whites in here because I'm going to split this between 2. And my tracker says that 2 egg whites is 0 points. It is some chicken sausage, which I found at Aldi, and I've never seen that before. That's 1 point, which is the same as the turkey sausage, but they're longer, so I thought I'd have a little more meat. Some people were asking, what do you do with your the yellows of the eggs? Well, I give them to my dogs, so they're good for their coats. Okay, so my lunch this week is going to be real simple. I made 2 arugula and spinach salads, and honestly, when I say arugula and spinach salads, I don't know if you can see it. Maybe I can see it on the bottom. They literally are nothing but arugula and spinach with a little bit of the Bolthouse Farm dressing. So they will be 0 points because it's not enough Bolthouse Farm to be a point. So, and I dip in that anyway. I won't even eat all what you see there. I won't even eat all that. And this is just spinach and arugula, so that will get eaten as a salad. Again, I'm just trying to use up stuff I had. I didn't have any cucumbers. I didn't have any carrots. I didn't have anything. So it's just arugula and spinach. One day this week, I'm taking with me a Olay wrap with 1 point's worth of the turkey. I have some Kraft fat-free cheese, a pickle, and a tomato. So that is 0 points for the turkey. So it is 1 point for the Olay wrap, 0 points for the turkey, 0 points for the pickle, 0 points for the cheese, 0 points for the tomato. So that whole day for the arugula salad, which will be 0, and this will be 1 because of the Olay wrap. This one is going to be a little bit more. The Olay wrap is 1, the cheese stick is 1, and the pepperoni is 1. So this is going to be a 3 point, but then a 0 point salad and a 0 point pickle. I also got some watermelon for the week, and I'll take that to lunch with me as well. I will probably, since it's only 2 days, I will probably take both of these with me after I wrap them up this week, just so that I can get them out of the refrigerator, because Thanksgiving is Thursday and I need the room. All right, so when everything's all done, I've got my egg cups here. Again, I have some Panera cups that we used for an event that we did, that we bought some coffee, and we have a bunch of Panera cups left. And you can see they fill up roughly about half of the cup. I'm going to be out of these next week. I've got to get some 1 cup Tupperware. I've got my salad. This is my watermelon. It's the only fruit that I bought this week, so I'm going to have to really portion this out because I eat 2 fruits a day at work. I could probably get away with not eating the one in the morning because I kind of forced myself to eat that one anyway, so of course now this week I'll probably want it, but I could probably portion this and have it for 4 different servings. These are my 2 wraps, which I'll put in baggies, and the pickle. So all of this, actually what I'll do is put in my 31 bag, which is a big 31 bag, and I will take it to work with me all in one day, and that way my whole week will be done. Bella, here. this isn't really a cook with me video, but I just thought I would show you some of what I'm going to do this week. I have in this pan right now onions, broccoli, and mushrooms, and I'm just kind of wilting them down. And I'm going to add some chicken to this in a couple of seconds. So like I said, this week I'm trying to do as much meal prep as I can, but I don't need a lot because Thursday is Thanksgiving. So this is probably going to be Tuesday night. This is just chicken with breadcrumbs on it. I don't use milk. I don't use egg. I don't use anything else. I simply put them in breadcrumbs. I spray a little bit of cooking oil on them when it's time to cook them. And I put them in the air fryer and they taste delicious. So I count for the breadcrumbs, but I maybe eat 4 of these. And they're about 1 ounce a piece, and then I count for the breadcrumbs, so it's really not as bad as you think because I'm not putting them into any type of oil. I'm not dipping them in oil. I put them in a little bit of extra virgin olive oil that I spray on there, but even then, after I do the first round, I really kind of don't end up doing it again. But yeah, so you can actually freeze these just like this and cook them in the air fryer and it works just as good. I'm probably not going to do that just for time's sake, but don't thaw them. If you freeze them, don't thaw them back out when you put them in the air fryer. Just put them in from a frozen state. But if you do them this way, they take you could get about 5 into the air fryer at a time if you have the regular air fryer. And they take about 15 to 20 minutes on 350 to cook. I use my thermometer just to make sure they're done. I will probably serve this with some spinach because I'm really craving spinach, just regular spinach. And we've got some noodles, one of those like Lipton side noodle things to have this week. And that's not too bad for like if you stick to the portion size. But remember, I keep my breakfast and lunch really low so I can have normal dinner. All right, guys, so today is deep cleaning day. So this is probably the last thing I'm going to do today before I really kind of get down to cleaning. My back is hurting more than I thought it would. I'm more tired than I thought I would be from yesterday. But I'm going to try to at least get the kitchen really scrubbed pretty well for Thanksgiving. So this is just chicken, broccoli, onions, mushrooms with this classic ragu Alfredo. The ragu Alfredo is 3 points for, did I get that right? Yeah, 3 points for 1/4 cup, which I water this down. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but this is not very thick. So I water it down quite a bit. And what I do is after I cook the chicken, I brown the chicken by itself, and then I cook the broccoli and the mushrooms and the onions in the pan, and then I don't drain that. So whatever water came off of that is also in the pan. So I'm going to let this simmer for quite a bit. So it will thicken up a little bit, but it's really watered down. So you really don't end up with 1/4 cup, but I go ahead and do 1/4 cup for 3 points. The chicken that you eat, because it's chunked up and it's, you end up with probably not a whole lot. Like if I grab a scoop, right, it's mostly broccoli. So I give myself a couple ounces of chicken, and then I serve it with the rotini noodles that I just showed you that are like the garden noodles, and that's 6 points for, I want to say 1/4 cup or something like that. I don't use a lot of noodles. I don't need a lot of noodles with all this broccoli. So I end up about with an 11-point dinner. But again, remember, I keep my points for breakfast and lunch really low so I can just have a normal dinner. So I'm going to let this simmer for a bit, and then I'm going to start cleaning my house. I will probably listen to Christmas music as I do that. And I'll check back in with you later maybe.